Poll. Just 16% of Americans want U.S. involved in Israel-Iran war. Wow. I'm surprised by that number. I thought it was a lot more warmongers out there. I'm very surprised only 16% want this war. So it goes to show it's very, very unpopular. Americans are fed up with war. We are all warred out. We are tired of taking our money and our resources and giving it to other countries to help them fight wars. We're just done with it. I mean, Americans are fed up with this mess. And so we're going to talk a little bit about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this surprising news. This comes from The Federalist, and they report that a new poll released Tuesday revealed just 16% of Americans want to get involved in the Israel-Iran war. The poll conducted earlier this week by The Economist and analytic group YouGov found 16% of Americans think, quote, the U.S. military should get involved in the conflict between Israel and Iran. 60% say it should not, and 24% are not sure. When split among party lines, 53% of Republicans, 65% of Democrats, and 61% of independents oppose intervention in Iran, according to YouGov. So really, nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. But 50% of Americans, quote, view Iran as an enemy to the U.S., which, I mean, I wouldn't really disagree with that, while 25% call the nation unfriendly, according to the poll. The poll also found that only 24% of Americans think Iran's nuclear program is an, quote, immediate and serious threat to the U.S. I mean, because Netanyahu has been fear-mongering since the 90s about this bull crap. When asked to select which strategies the U.S. should employ to get Iran to limit its nuclear program, only 18% said America should, quote, threaten Iran with the use of military force. The poll also found that 41% of Americans disapprove of the way Trump is handling Iran, while 44% disapprove of how he is handling Israel. The poll was conducted between June 13th through the 16th amongst 1,512 U.S. adults with a plus minus 3.3% margin of error. The data comes days after Israel launched missile strikes against Iran, targeting its nuclear sites. And I reported on it earlier. Someone did gosh, who was it earlier that did it? Senator Massey. He did a X poll, and I think it was like over 100,000 people voted in this poll, and like 85% basically said, you know, we need to stay out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with us. We don't want to go to war for Israel. So overwhelming majority of people do not want this war. But Israel, however, did not strike the Fordow fuel enrichment plant, which is believed to be capable of producing a nuclear warhead in as little as 2 or 3 days, according to the Institute for Science and International Security, likely because Israel does not possess the military capabilities it would take to strike the Fordow facility, Fox News reported. Mark Dubowitz, the CEO of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, indicated to the outlet that the United States does have the capacity to take out the Fordow facility from the air. Iran has launched a series of retaliatory airstrikes against Israel, with at least 24 being killed in minor damage caused to Tel Aviv U.S. Embassy branch, according to Fox News. In apparent conflict with Americans' desire to avoid getting involved, Trump has recently escalated his rhetoric towards Iran. In a series of Truth Social posts, Trump threatened the country's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and warned that our patience is wearing thin. And the whole beef with him and Tucker Carlson is ridiculous, I think. Uh, I don't understand why Trump got so upset with Tucker Carlson's statements that he made, because Tucker Carlson has said, basically was just saying, hey, Trump, don't listen to these neocons, these warmongers. These are the same people that fooled him back in the day during the Iraq war. So he said, don't listen to these liars. But I digress. Trump posted on Truth Social. He said, quote, "We know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin." Trump posted minutes later calling for unconditional surrender. Late Tuesday morning, Trump also posted that, quote, "We now have complete and total control of the skies." This whole thing is crazy. It seems like Israel just want to go to war with everyone, and then they want to drag us in it. For what? We need to stay out of it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.